Kids, the time has come. Another session of Michael's therapy. Ready to go. Anyhow, um, we just had some new news. Besides the government shutdown at midnight last night, um, and this is not the first time Donald Trump has shut down the government. As a matter of fact, the last time the government was shut down was under Donald Trump, and it was the longest shutdown, I think, either in history or in modern history, at least. It was well over 30 days. I remember those back in the day. But anyway, I had just got out of the hospital last week, had my eighth heart surgery, and they didn't find anything on this last heart surgery. Um, Disturbing because I had really bad chest pain, and when I got to when I was in the ER, my blood pressure got up to like 238 over 102 or 112, I think. So like ridiculously high blood pressure. That didn't just come from nowhere. It had to come from somewhere. Things like that just don't happen. Um, so I can't understand at all how they don't find anything. But now they're sending me to a gastro doctor to find out if there's anything wrong with my gastro parts and pieces. They're sending me for an endoscopy first, and then we'll see what else they come up with later. Um, it just seems that they're running out of things to give me. They're running out of pills. They're running out of treatments, um, and my body's out of control. Currently, my diabetes and my blood pressure are both completely out of control, even though they've now clamped down and given me three new meds to take, two for the heart, one for the diabetes. Um, we'll have to see how it works out. But it's not, it feels weird to be out of control because my days and my life is very much in control. I sit in the same room. I eat the same foods. I watch the same things. I avoid dwelling in the news and all that kind of stuff. But I do want to talk about the news because it concerns me. The day before they shut down the government and these people don't get paid anymore, the military, um, Pete Hegseth called them from all over the world, our military leaders from all over the world, to come to Virginia for a meeting with him and Donald Trump. And Pete Hegseth, um, is out of his mind. I mean, the speech he gave is the most hateful, dangerous, depraved, disgusting. I mean, how many words do we need? Thing I've ever heard. And then Donald Trump came out, and of course, he's old and feeble and he's lost his mind, much like me, um, which is why I'm not president, because I've lost my mind and I'm old and feeble. And Donald Trump's a hell of a lot older than me, and he's a much more feeble than I am, also. Um, I mean, I take a licking and keep on ticking, and he is limping across he's barely limping across the line into acceptable behavior. Um, but he called for the military, he called for Pete Hegseth to instruct the military to use American cities and inner cities as training grounds for war. He wants the military to shoot up American citizens as they train for war. He wants to use urban combat, train for war. He wants to go door to door, I guess, in American cities and kill people. I've never heard of an American president saying such a thing or even thinking such a thing. Um, it's it's I'm speechless. I really I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. Every time I think it's going to get worse, it gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And I just got a message from, I just got this document from my um, Medicaid and Medicare health plan, and they've cut out one program and they're using money from another program to help fund my insurance for next year, but they're cutting over $80 a month in direct benefits to me, which is which is a huge dent. I mean, that's costing me $80 more. Where am I getting the $80 from? I'm on disability. Money doesn't just fall out of the sky, and I'm in no condition to get a job because I can't think for more than I've got the attention span of a gnat. Um, so I don't understand, um, what we're supposed to do. And that's just the beginning of the cuts. That's just the things they've shown me so far. That's just the things that are already set up for 2026. That doesn't count for all the cuts in 2027 and 2028. So this is going to be a lot of pain for a lot of very sick, poor people that depend on government programs to live because they're disabled or they're old and feeble and they have chronic conditions. And you have to have chronic conditions to get the kind of insurance I do. And you have to qualify with at least one, and I qualify with four. I mean, I'm such an overachiever and sick. Um, it's not even funny. And I'm still getting cut. Well, what happened to the Republican and Trump talking line of, oh, well, the people that really need it and are really qualified for it, nothing's going to happen to them. Well, you know what? Fuck you. It's happening to me. You're cutting my fucking benefits, you assholes. So you lied. You lied to the American people. You lied to white guys like me. Give me a break. You're hurting people. You're hurting people so you and your rich friends can have a nicer life because you don't have a nice life already. You need a nicer life. I mean, billions of dollars isn't enough. I mean, I remember when being a millionaire was like the big thing, and you guys are like billionaires, hundreds of billions of dollars in value. And you can't have a nice life with that. You need more. That's some sick shit. That's diseased. That is a diseased mentality. That's not winning. That's mental illness. That's hoarding. Nobody needs that much money. No one. There's no country that's that expensive to live. There's no place in the world where it takes billions of dollars to get a house and billions of dollars to buy food and all this bullshit. So what are we doing? America, what are we doing? I can't figure it out. What's the point of all this? Why did we vote for this? What do you think you're getting out of it? You want to own the libs? What the fuck does that even mean? Because most libs, I hate to tell you, I'm a lib, I don't feel owned. I'm not getting owned. I'm getting abused, but not owned. Nobody owns me. It doesn't make sense. People, stop it. What are we doing to ourselves? What are we doing to our country? What are we doing to everything we ever learned and stood for? All the civics and everything else that we learned as kids to be good citizens. They don't even teach kids how to be good citizens anymore because they don't want good citizens. They want like angry, mad, um, hateful people that just want to get their enemy or their perceived enemies. I mean, who sits around? I know no Democrat that I know of that sits around and just thinks, how can I get the Republicans? How can I get them? Like, I don't wake up every day wondering how I can get Republicans or get MAGA. I don't. I'm just trying to get through my day, my life, navigate my daily issues, my mental issues. I mean, like 2 days ago, I was laying in my bed and suddenly I heard buzzing, like bee buzzing. And suddenly thousands of bees started pouring out of my closet. And my closet doesn't have any doors. So they just came pouring out through the clothes, through the hung up clothes. Thousands of bees pouring out. Was it real? No, it was a hallucination. Was it the last time I had that hallucination? No, I had it the next day. Same hallucination, same buzzing. The buzzing is what made it real. That's what made it seem so real until suddenly it all vanished. So I actually thought for just a brief moment I was under attack by bees. And I wondered how the hell they got in my room. But sometimes you see weird things online and you see weird things in the news where somebody's house gets attacked by bees. So it's not like it's unheard of. It's heard of, but it's just not happening at my house. That's just my brain. And this constant stress that we're putting on each other and the tiptoeing around everything and being silent and being afraid. I got afraid for about a day or two, and I was really afraid. And now I'm just pissed. I don't live afraid. I can't survive in fear. My body just can't take it. So I just get pissed. And I'm pissed. Why are we doing this? Why are we putting each other through this? Who the fuck ordered this or why? And what's the end goal? To destroy the United States for what? To make a Christian nationalist state that no one will want to live in, that no one will survive because it'll keep eating itself? Because when we're done with people like me, they're going to come for people like you. When they're done with the mentally ill, they're done with the LGBTQIA, they're done with the black people and the brown people and the Asian people, and they've sent everybody home or killed them in concentration camps or whatever they're going to do. Who do you think they're going to come for next? They're going to start purity tests for each other. And suddenly you're going to see this oh my God, breaking of this fake Christianity that is infected the United States. It's so gross. It's so disgusting. It's so hateful and it's so fucking evil. I mean, these Christian people are so evil. Evil. I'll say it again, evil. And the things they wish on each other are evil. And so when they finish killing everybody that doesn't look like them, suddenly they're going to go after each other. And then it's going to be Protestants against Catholics, against every other kind of Christian. And it's going to be an internal war to see if Catholics are going to win or the Protestants are going to win, because they can knock out the Mormons and the God knockers and all those people pretty quickly, because they're not a majority of American Christians. But it's going to come down to the Catholics and the Protestants, like it always has, like it always will. And they're going to have a war. And it's going to look like Northern Ireland. That's what's going to end up happening at the end of this road if we keep on this road. And if you don't see that, you're not looking down the fucking road. You're just staring at the end of your own nose. Stop staring at the end of your own nose. Look down the road. There's consequences. Actions have consequences. So you're asking, what's going on? Why are we going down this path? Where does this path lead? Stop and think for a fucking minute. Stop and think. Where's the path going? I just told you where it's going. It's going to end up, we're going to be like Northern Ireland back in the 70s. Ridiculous. No need for it. A complete destruction of a country for no reason. No one's going to benefit. No one. Except people like Donald Trump and his sycophants will benefit in the short term, not in the long term. Because when true civil war breaks out, and if it's a true Christian civil war between the Catholics and the Protestants, you're going to see some ugly bloodshed, some ugly bloodshed. And bloodshed's already started here with sending people to concentration camps. People are already dying in custody. Why are we doing this? Why is everybody so fucking angry? I don't get it. When do we all of a sudden wake up and just lose our shit? Like, do we need parents to really spank us? To put things back in order? Do we need to start parental spanking again? To get society back in shape? Is that what is this the experiment? Is this what it shows? Because I don't remember growing up in a country that looks like this or sounds like this or acts like this. It's a shit show. And everybody's doing everything half-assed. I remember when people took pride in their jobs. I remember when people took pride in their products. I remember when people tested their products to make sure they were safe and effective. I mean, just today, I watched a video and read an article about Alaska Airlines. Just bought a whole bunch of brand new serviceware, dishes. And the new glasses for the beverages are breaking in people's hands. I mean, how do you do that? I couldn't think of a worse place to have a glass break in my hand is on an airplane. It's not like you can run to the emergency room and get stitches on an airplane. So test the things. I mean, seriously, this whole country is like this right now. Customer service is shit in this country. Service is shit in this country. Part of the reason is we don't pay for service. We don't pay for customer service. So you get the workers you get, and you get the attitude you get because people are struggling. They're working 2 or 3 jobs. They're exhausted and they're struggling. Meanwhile, nobody else can get anything done, and the government shut down. Why do we keep coming back to that? Why is it always the Republicans leading us to a government shutdown? This is Donald Trump's shutdown. This is his second big shutdown. And this is what you voted for. If you voted for him, you're a fucking idiot. Because you should have seen the last time. Take notes. Even I remembered how bad he was. I mean, 4 years is not that long to have a memory. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Well, that's it for my therapy this week. I am considering group therapy by video, which is weird. I've never done group video therapy before, so I may or may not start it. I haven't decided yet. It sounds kind of like a shit show to me. It sounds like just an endless bitch fest. So I haven't decided if I want to start it yet. Right now, I'm doing okay without a therapist, and I'm doing okay with this format. It's helping me. It's helping me look back, and it's helping me get things off my chest that are pissing me off. So anyhow, that's all for now. Have a nice day.